Hello, all of you deplorable mental midgets of the world. My name is Eliza, motherfucking P. Diddy, Cold Titty, Pancakes. And this is yet another edition of What's in the Fucking Bag. I, of course, am hosting of my own free will and volition and not being held against my will by Starfang Presents Plus. By all means, feel free to change the channel. I'm sure there's a wonderful documentary on, God, I don't know. The fast food franchise. Oh, I'm sure there's a documentary on metal chairs. I'm sure that'll be just very interesting. Much more interesting than the clown I'm about to talk to. Oh, I'm sorry. Eliminated fuck up. Oh, there I go again. Loser. Oh, you know what? We'll just say loser. By all means, don't change the channel. I'm sure it won't suck ass at all. Orchid, where the fuck do I begin with you? You are such a fucking weirdo that I'm pretty sure that you're just a plant placed there, by the way, no pun intended, by, like, the company in order to draw, like, ratings and views because you're just, like, so crazy acting. Like, that fucking, like, exit. Have we ever seen anything like that in Drag Race history? I don't think we have. Can we play that clip? I don't know. Let's do it anyway.
Silence. Enough. The orchid does not need condescension. The orchid can describe himself. I am the orchid. I am the harbinger of the real, true orchid, and the orchid shall consume you all. I will sashay on my own terms, the orchid way.
Orchid, you made it all the way to episode number 6. You beat out 5 other bitches for that spot. That's gotta feel pretty good, even though you fucking lost big time. You didn't snatch any wins along the way. How does that make you feel? Eliza, I am unbothered. The orchid is always unbothered. I am like the master alien species from the Star Trek. I know what I want, and the humans cannot comprehend my mind, as it is on the 5th dimension. It is 3 levels above your mind. You will never understand, even as a fellow gay woman. First of all, honey, I'm not a gay woman. I love the cock, which is why I left my husband. And second of all, I thought you were like on the 6th or 7th dimension. Now it's the 5th dimension. Whatever. Clearly your dimension hopping prowess did not save your ass from going home. And speaking of going home, let's take a look over here into the bag and have a gander at this fucking abomination that got your ass sent home in the first place. Now, this look here, while it's not exactly ugly, it doesn't scream pretty woman. Lots of orange and mango and yellow, the white, weird leather capri cut-off pants, the very basically bland open-toed heels. It's almost like you didn't even try. It's like, I saw the hair was good, the makeup was on point, always on brand for Orchid. The makeup is always Orchid's brand, which unfortunately clashed with every fucking thing else. I would have liked to have seen what was behind this little, like, top garment. Maybe you could have removed the outer layer and just worn the inner layer, and you could have looked like an actual hooker, because the original challenge was called Haute Hooker Couture, but they changed it to Pretty Woman Runway because they thought that would be more PC. I don't know why they thought that, since it's already still a runway around prostitution. But still. The shoes are fucking bland and basic. I'm assuming you know that. The old kids ran out of shoes. Cypress had stolen them all. I see. Well, you know, maybe you should have brought your own fucking shoes from home and you wouldn't have to worry about it. The pants? I don't know what's going on here. First rule of hooking is always wear a skirt, honey. Micro skirts will help with your John. If the cops come along, you don't have to worry about zipping or tying or pulling or tugging or snapping. Nope, it's just one and done, just like that. So let's go over this again. Overall, it's a cute look. but does it say haute hooker couture or pretty woman? I'm gonna spell it out for you in a hint. No, it doesn't, Orchid. It looks like shit. Orchid, I've gotta know, what was the inspiration behind that brain-dead clusterfuck of an abomination of an outfit? It's yellow and mango and gold, and I get you've gotta be the special snowflake, the one little fucking person who stands out from the crowd, but really, if you had at least fucking tried to stay on point with this assignment, you probably could have won it. I mean, maybe not, but maybe you wouldn't have been in the bottom. What are your thoughts on that? The Orchid does as they see necessary. There was no reason to second guess myself. I dressed as I felt appropriate. I walked the runway. I mocked the runway. I left the judges forbear. I regret nothing. See, and that's maybe where the problem here lies. Maybe you should regret some things, because maybe that would show you that your choices are affecting your chances at winning, and maybe you would probably get some sort of drive to, I don't know, fucking win. Let's look at this other dress you brought here, because this one's making me sick. Okay, let's look here. A lot of blue and some black, boots, tights, a one piece. What the hell is going on here? What incarnation would this look have been used for? Orchid, go ahead. This was the short skirt chic runway. Short skirt chic. Whatever. And I feel like the tights kind of ruin the fucking purpose. Especially since this is very clearly a bathing suit. The gloves, I have no idea what's going on there. The boots. This whole look is a mess. I mean, honestly look at this and tell me, can you honestly say, oh, this is a good look, I would have been safe, I could have won with this? Do you believe that? The Orchid believes in the Orchid. Everything else is irrelevant. Yeah, you keep playing up that Oblivion-esque angle. Let me tell you something. This look would have for sure seen you in the bottom, and you definitely probably would have gone home. You would have lip-synced, I'm not sure who against, but you probably would have gone home. If you didn't go home in Snatch Game, you would have gone home in this one, because this outfit sucks. And I thought that this abomination over here sucked, which it does, but this looks like complete utter dog shit. I don't like it, Orchid. I don't like it. I dare say I hate it. So, to sum things up, you are another weird NPC-esque weirdo like Oblivion, who thinks she's better than everyone else and knows better than the judges, does not accept any sort of critique or criticism at all, and acts shocked, dare I say, indignant at the fact that your ass is in the bottom, and you seem to not learn anything, ever. So, if there is going to be a second redemption or an All-Stars, how do you think you're going to do? I mean, let's be honest. The Orchid does not deal in guesses. The Orchid will come, the Orchid will slay, and the Orchid will win. Or not, it does not matter. My presence on the show is all that matters. And in that, I have increased my fees, I have increased my presence, and all are aware of the Orchid, the Viridian Orchid. Oh, now suddenly everything is beginning to make sense. You're kind of like a ascended background character. You're kind of basically like Willem from season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, but you're like trying way too hard to be standout and edgy and weird and kooky, and it's just not working. So I'm gonna call it a day because we're running out of time. Do you have any closing thoughts for us? Vagina Orgasm, whatever the fuck your name is. The Orchids will be back when you least expect, and you will be the one to look a fool, and the Orchids will look like a queen. Or an empress. I have not decided yet. Oh, isn't that precious? It looks like delusion runs strong in the house of Orchid. So funny. Well, that's all the time we have for this glorious clusterfuck of an episode. Join me next time as I am joined by extra special guest host Matthew Daddario as we prank call Russian President Vladimir Putin. Oh, that's gonna happen. Oh, absolutely. Then we're gonna call back for we're gonna get his opinion on Stonewall and gay rights. That'll go over well, don't you think? Yeah, it'll go over well.
I mean, that's just like fucking a matter of opinion.